Hi, thanks for listening. The topic for conversation today is where have all the good men gone? Well, of course, they haven't gone anywhere. They're still here. It's just they've become invisible for two main factors. The first factor is women's expectations. All women, after being told by the media since the 1960s that they are basically fantastic, brilliant, can do no wrong, and are princesses and deserve everything, they want the high achievers. But at the same time, the same people, these same women, have been told that your average man is useless, pathetic, can't do anything, is just pathetic at every level, rubbish with children, and is obviously, at the same time, probably a wife-battering murderer who's going to do dodgy things to children. But of course, this hasn't happened in a vacuum. Men have been watching these TV shows too, and they've been told two things. Firstly, they have heard that apparently they're all useless. Apparently, they're all wife-battering murderers in waiting who are likely to do dodgy things with kids. And you know what? Most of them aren't. So here we are. All the women are convinced they need Mr. Perfect, and all the men are told they're rubbish. Now, these things, as I say, have not happened in a vacuum. So what's happened is all the men who are actually nice guys, friendly, kind, gentle, will make excellent fathers, etc., they've all been told that as far as women are concerned, they're all axe-wielding maniacs in waiting who want to fiddle with kids. So what do the nice guys do? What do the genuine, friendly men do? I'll tell you what they do. They step back. They don't want to put themselves in that situation, so they step back, and the women never meet them. These are men who will not put themselves forward. They won't put themselves ready for rejection. They won't put themselves forward for ridicule. They won't put themselves forward for being accused of rape. They won't put themselves forward because they've seen how divorce rates are going. No, the only men who will put themselves forward are men who don't care. These are the men who read the papers and they just ignore them. These are the guys who are violent towards women. The nice guys will look at the posters, take the message and walk away. These were people who were never going to be a problem in the first place. The men who are a problem, and there are some, there will always be violent, nasty people in society. There are violent, nasty men, there are violent, nasty women as well, amazingly enough. If you're already nasty and violent, you will look at a poster, you will read about a piece of legislation that says don't be nasty and violent, and you won't care, or you can't help it, you will still do it. The only people that paperwork and documentation that says don't be that man, don't be that woman, don't be that rapist, don't be that murderer, don't be that whatever, the only people that actually hurts are the people who wouldn't have done it in the first place. And it does seem that no one has actually cottoned on to this fact, that the issues do not happen in a vacuum. If you spend enough time telling men that they're worthless, they will believe it. And the ones that don't believe it, they're the ones that are just going to step away and leave you guys to it. Well, girls to it. And that's the whole point. So where have all the good men gone? Chances are they've all gone as far away from these women as possible. And they ain't coming back because they've seen the way the wind's blowing and it's not blowing their way. Men are quite capable of looking after themselves. Men don't need a woman. A woman needs a man, however briefly, but a woman needs a man. And that's the issue. Thanks for listening. Until next time, goodbye.